All right. Thank you very much. So shall I?
Hello, everybody. This is the
Namaste.
seventh episode of Smack, and I'm very excited to welcome Varun here today. Varun has been involved since lockdown with an amazing group of people that are working very hard under an organization by the name of Ganga's Love. And I'm not going to say too much more. Varun, please introduce yourself. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much indeed. And namaste to everyone. And, uh, it's a pleasure to be with you all today. And Kamalaji, thank you very much for this. And first of all the best wishes and blessings from Rishikesh. And I would like to start the conversation and by giving you a glimpse of Mother Ganga
That
right
would be
behind me.
absolutely amazing. Wow. Thank you so much. My heart is being transported there
So
right now.
I would imagine so. I mean very fortunate just to have reached it just on time because I was driving. I did like solo driving to Kathmandu from India, and then I went to Pokhara and came back to Rishikesh just in time
Okay, so you
before the
you were
lockdown.
you were just traveling around India before lockdown. Where are you from originally?
Okay, so I was born in Punjab, and then Chandigarh. That's where I did my bachelor's in commerce from, and then I went to England. I did my post graduation in economics from there, and I stayed in London for about 7 years, and after which I moved to Hong Kong. That's where I lived for about a couple of years. Around the world, been in corporate, and my background is trade finance. So that's why I do. But after traveling the world, after being in the corporate world for so long, I wasn't like, there was a strike. I mean, when I was in Varanasi years ago. So the light came to me, who am I? And that's how that was the beginning actually of my spiritual journey. And then, when it just happens, you just kind of lose the focus, happiness, you in the illusion of the world, really, the Maya, as we call
Absolutely.
it,
Do you mind me
the
asking
money, the
how
race
long
of
ago
money.
how long ago was that you started that transformation?
I would say about 4 years ago.
Okay. So
And it's
bring us back to
been,
this bring us back to the start of the lockdown and how you got this amazing group of people together. Was Ganga's Love in operation before this time, or is it something completely new?
well, it is something which is completely new. What happened was on the 21st of March, which was the first day of lockdown, apparently, I went to Ramjula and to Triveni Ghat, and I saw people actually they didn't eat for the whole day, and they were so hungry. I was no, this is I'm not gonna sit down. I got to do something,
Yes.
whatever it takes. I've got to just be um, in service of all people. Actually, I think that was the calling of Mother Ganga, the inspiration. We're just the medium, actually. I guess I just sat down. I prayed to Mother Ganga. I said, Mother Ganga, you can keep me hungry, please, but make sure that everybody around me is not going hungry. So that was my prayer to Mother Ganga, and she listened to my prayer, and she gave me the inspiration to start this kitchen. And I did the first Facebook post, and we've got It was just like two people cooking in the kitchen, and I got the permission from the authorities to deliver food. And then, I would take like 200, and it would finish like in half an hour, basically, because that was the time when all the ashrams were closed,
Yeah.
like right from the Shivananda ashram to Satchadham
All the big ones.
to most of the ashrams.
Yeah.
And ours were the first initiative, apparently, in Rishikesh. And then, as we say that, everything, you just have to have the right intent.
Yes. I think on the 21st, I was catching an aeroplane back to Cape Town, and I know the one thing that was on my mind was what is happening to all the people at Triveni Ghat. I put a post up on Facebook on Rishikesh Animal Welfare with a gallery of 30 photographs of people that I treated when I was there in 2018 and last year. And it concerns me greatly that this short term, what's happening now and everything that you're doing now is part of a much longer term solution and efforts that really need to keep going on in Rishikesh so that it can be some kind of model for what needs to happen in India, because it is a holy city. And unfortunately, we've fallen short of caring for everybody that lives there.
I agree. You know what? Basically, what we need to have is, firstly, I would like to, convey my sincere appreciation to all the people who joined me, like Tejasvi Giriji. From day one, she got, together Marco ji, Henry G, and everyone else. Basically, I'm so grateful, Chandana and everyone else, that we started like the journey with just with a small group of people, and it, like, right now we have more than 150 volunteers
Oh,
day and
wow.
night, just
That's
making
amazing.
sure
How many meals are
that
you making on a daily
everybody is
basis?
like. So we were doing about 300 on an average every day. And then we started distributing the grocery bags as well, which it consists of like wheat flour and 2 kg rice, 1 liter oil, and 2 kg dal, which is like enough for a family of four for 10 to 15 days. So
Yes.
we've distributed about 1,100 of those bags in and around East Rishikesh, and we've done about more than 10 to 11,000 meals until now. And it was all possible because of the people who joined me, honestly, because this initiative was the inspiration from Mother Ganga, as we be
Yes.
calling it Ganga's love. So it's sheer love of Mother Ganga. Medium, to be putting it together, basically. That's about it.
Yeah. The people that have been there that aren't there now absolutely know, and I can just imagine how spectacular it's looking. It's looking the cleanest it's been in decades. It's such a blessing to be in that natural environment and to know how closely connected you are with Mother Earth. It's a great support for you, I can imagine.
I think, what really, uh, you know, if we see all over the world this illusion and the conditioning of the mind, it's all capitalism, basically. Since I'm an economist, basically, so I always try to educate myself with whatever the affairs are. So I guess, what inequality all over the world and the capitalism has resulted, unfortunately, in the decline of us as humanity taking care of the nature and Mother Earth at large,
Well,
and which is,
it's
the
so
result
easy
of
for each one of us to just be responsible for what we can.
Absolutely, because we have certain responsibilities uh, as a responsible you know uh, being, I guess, and for the equal well-being, we are all responsible, and it is so good that if each one of us takes the risk and do something for the nature and for the people. Because in my meditation and in my own journey of spirituality, what I've found so far is that our life is like the essence of our life is unconditional love, and that is the energy of the divine.
Yes, absolutely.
And so unconditional love and being in service, that's the whole thing.
That's
That's the
wonderful.
magic.
Yeah. It's so wonderful to hear that coming from a man. I know that there are a lot of women in Rishikesh that usually are doing the karma yoga. So please inspire more men.
I guess naturally, if you see that women are bound to have, they are already naturally, the feminine energy is all about love. If you see, so I guess when I speak to people, I tell them that after God, uh, the power to bring life to this planet is that's with the woman.
Yes. I think we're all
So
learning a lesson in
I
how to
guess they're
nurture.
naturally. Well,
Varun, I wanted to
sincerely
ask you a
appreciate.
question. Sorry, I'm
Mhm.
going to go back to the topic and get a little bit serious here with regards to the organizations that are currently working in Rishikesh. How are first of all, the feeding
Yeah.
groups, how are you doing your distributions? Have you spoken to each other about the areas and to what extent you're feeding certain groups of people and communities so that there's no overlapping? And the same with the animals. I just want to highlight a post I saw on Rishikesh Yogi's community today about a calf that died. And I know Chandra Happy Dave, she's on your team and she's got an amazing energy about her. I hope I've got her name correctly, and I'm sorry if I didn't. But she posted something about a calf, and she was saying how distraught that she was about the situation of not being able to contact a vet or an animal organization. Now, surely, if you're all working on the streets throughout the day, there must be some kind of communication or a way to overlap resources so that we can, solve these issues a little bit better.
Well, I agree with you. So what we've done is actually so far, question, we've tried our level best actually to have the better coordination between the organizations, because the end objective is the same. So be it people who were involved, like in feeding dogs or feeding cows or taking care of them, the vet, or people who were working on the other side. Just to give you an example, like Matthew, a great guy from France, and he's been taking sadhus on the other side. And so I requested. There's a Mataji who's 92 years old, and I requested him to, if he can take her to hospital or see her, please. Then he did that. He took her to hospital, to Ames, and he was even willing to sleep there overnight
Oh, wow.
and back. So what a great effort that was. I mean, so that was a coordinated effort, because, and then whenever he has something on this side, he convey that. Same like Anahita, a great girl working all the time for animals around them. So we've been coordinated with her. There's trust. So she sent us some names of the people, and which we are very grateful that she sent us the information. Otherwise, we would be knowing about those people in need, and we supplied them with the grocery kits. And so I think it is like the we're trying our level best. Like we've got
I understand.
some more organizations who are coming forward. I agree with you that they shouldn't be overlapping and a coordinated effort. and we're trying our level best that it is so. It was very unfortunate. I was very sad to see that calf help. And when Chandana called me up, and when I was about to leave to see the calf, I mean, I got the news. But I guess that's, we're trying our level best
I
to
understand.
have the coordinated effort.
I've had a long history, well, 7 years of working on and off the streets of Rishikesh and seeing a lot of neglect and suffering. I do wonder, what has happened to the homeless people and the beggars? Where did the people from Triveni Ghat go? Are they getting relief from you? Do they have shelter? Um, what has happened to the slums that were in the river in Rishikesh? I know in December they had broken down a lot of the structures that were in the river. Are they still there now?
So so that area is called Mayakund, where those slums are. So that's like I treat them as my family actually. All of those people, the kids, all they know me. They're taking biscuits every day for kids in that area and in Triveni Ghat as well. So that's like whenever I'm in Rishikesh, I would visit and go. Used to go every single day without a fail to give biscuits to 300, 400 kids there in Mayakund in that slum area. So everybody knows me, and I know them as well personally. Most of the slum people, and there's very very beautiful people, and we've tried our best to support them. We've distributed about 360 grocery bags around that area,
Okay.
and then we gave some cash out as well to quite a few people, to about 100 families. We gave about 500 rupees
I
to
feel so happy right
and
now. I
then
think,
in Triveni Ghat,
we all just seem to be in the right place. For me, it was waking up just a few days before the 21st and thinking, right, it's time I need to move, intuitively feeling spirit wanted me here. And it's so good to know that all the love and energy I would have put into Rishikesh is happening, and it's being shared and it's being propagated, and it's a real kind of wonderful thing for me to observe this karma yoga and all the great efforts that you've been putting in.
thank you. I guess you've been putting a lot of in Rishikesh in all these years, and I've been seeing you doing the foot care as well of the sadhus and people in need, which I sincerely appreciate.
That's definitely what I enjoy the
Um,
most, is
so I
just
guess we
being
all,
so close to them and being able
yes,
to touch. Really miss that.
and imagine how beautiful is that, to be doing that. So you're such a beautiful soul yourself, I guess, with it's all about, I feel so happy when I see now a lot of people are doing efforts like, whenever I see people going on the street, even I saw someone on Triveni Ghat, doing seva, like giving food. So I stopped him. I said, thank you.
Yes, great.
So
Yeah, it's good to
it's so
acknowledge.
beautiful to see
Yeah,
everyone doing their best. And all my sincere gratitude to all the people, wherever they all are. I mean, in any part of the world,
yeah.
it's beautiful to see
Everyone's doing what they need to,
people are being
what they
themselves.
can. Is there any last words you'd like to say to the viewers? And please include how people can reach you and make a donation.
Well, I would like to say that you know I know that these are distressing times when we are in a lockdown situation. But I guess what we got to understand is there's a bigger meaning of this, and the most important is to take care of your mental health right now, to meditate and not to be depressed or stressed with anything, and to have that balance, have that gratitude to the divine, because there's a bigger purpose. This is a big change in the shift which is happening, and people are waking up in consciousness at large. And we are going towards some magical times, the times of love. That's what I feel. My intuition is telling me that.
Very exciting.
And please be happy. That's my message. And I would sincerely appreciate with whatever we can do, and to reach out to us. I mean, we have a page called Gangas on Facebook, and you can please like our page, and it'd be a pleasure to be connected, and to sort of you can see what all we're doing. We keep
Yes.
updating
So there's
on our
Ganga's
Facebook.
Love on Facebook, Rishikesh Yogis community, which sees a lot of your posts as well from the team members, and then Rishikesh Animal Welfare as well, as there to support you. And we're trying to connect people from around the globe, healers and light workers, to come together, to share, to create more awareness and more abundance with this beautiful love energy. I think that's it for today. Thank you so much.
I want to show everyone Mother Ganga once again.
Ah, yes,
So she is
please. Can you scan it? Just a little bit along the river.
sure.
Ah, there we go. The hills in the background. Our connection has been a little bit iffy today, but that's just beautiful. Wow.
Apologies for that, and thank you very much for organizing it. Thank you.
Thank
All
you,
the
Varun.
blessings and best
Been
wishes.
great getting to know you. God bless.
Thank you.